Bittensor is conquering the crypto space. In 30 days, it has made more than 150% in price. Such a success should not go unnoticed. So let's investigate what the reasons were for this growth. Be sure to watch this video till the very end, as there I will provide you with technical analysis for this coin and try to figure what the future holds for it. Please share in the comments in what sector you expect to see the biggest growth. AI, DeFi, DeSci, meme coins, or maybe somewhere else. But let's return to our hero of the day, Bittensor. In our case, I think I better start with the basics and briefly explain what Bittensor is and how it works. The thing is, it is now a usual blockchain and its peculiarities are important to understand. So, Bittensor is defined by its team not as a blockchain, but rather as a language for writing decentralized commodity markets, or subnets as they call them, which work under a unified blockchain and token. So, in essence, Bittensor is an environment for the developers to make their own projects with their own incentive mechanism. A subnet is a competitive market where miners compete to perform tasks most efficiently. A subnet is defined by the incentive mechanism it supports. The incentive mechanism essentially represents the architecture of the subnet. What is the subnet's task, how participants interact with each other, and how they are rewarded. Anyone can create a subnet or participate in an existing one. To create a subnet, one must pay a registration fee and obtain a netuid, a special identifier for the subnet. Each subnet can engage the necessary number of participants to perform specific types of work, for example, AI image generation, translation, audio transcription, machine learning, stock market predictions, and so on. The unity of various subnets is ensured by a common blockchain and the token, TAO. TAO is the native cryptocurrency of the Bittensor ecosystem. The coin is needed to reward subnet validators and miners for their work, for staking, voting on protocol updates, and for fees and payments. And of course, most importantly, it is used to pay for services related to AI and machine learning. Participation in an existing subnet can be in two roles, either as a subnet miner or as a validator. First, do all the hard work. They run AI or machine learning models on their computing power and solve the subnet's tasks with their help. Subnet validators independently evaluate the task being performed by the miners. Then, each validator publicly expresses their assessment of the quality of the work. These assessments are then used as input for the UMA consensus mechanism. Yes, Bittensor has its own consensus mechanism that is called UMA. Since Bittensor allows everyone to write their own incentive mechanisms and create subnets, it is necessary for the data that the blockchain receives from different subnets to be of the same type. To achieve this, the evaluations of the miners' work by the validators are transmitted in the form of a weight. Accordingly, based on how the weight is distributed between the subnets, UMA consensus calculates the rewards for the miners. Okay, this is how essentially Bittensor works. As we can see, it is somewhat like a sandbox environment where different projects can benefit from the unified ecosystem. As for now, there are already 51 subnets, the biggest of which, excluding the root subnet, are for image generation, pre-training, and text prompting. From a technical side, the project looks promising. It has a potential to become a huge ecosystem for a wide array of AI projects and lead AI coin market. Please share in the comments, do you believe that Bittensor will one day become the #1 ecosystem for AI and blockchain? But as we know, being technically good or even superior to other competitors does not guarantee the project's success on the market. There must usually be something else to back up the rise of a coin, and Bittensor seems to have it. What made TAO soar so fast? Well, there are several reasons. Let's start with the positive dynamics on the market. The Fed has lowered the interest rate, and the crypto overall experienced a surprisingly pleasant September. We can also add that the AI narrative has gained some attention recently. Now let's move to positive factors on Bittensor's side. First, TAO is one of the most staked tokens. 78.24% of coins are staked. What is left is thus quite scarce, which is good for the price. The total supply of TAO is limited to 21 million tokens, which is the same as in Bitcoin. And this is actually a good thing to mimic from digital gold. Give a thumbs up if you prefer the total supply of coins you invest in to be limited. Next, after being included in Grayscale's decentralized AI fund with a 2.6% share, TAO has secured a dominant 29.55% in the fund's portfolio, having overtaken such coins as NEAR, Phi-L. This could mean that according to the Grayscale's fund, which invests only in decentralized AI coins, TAO is the most promising AI coin. So, to summarize, Bittensor seems to be doing well. But what will happen to Bittensor in the future? Will the price continue to rise, or should we expect a correction? In terms of long-term prospects, things look quite promising. From May 2023 to April 2024, Bittensor experienced growth. In less than a year, the price of the TAO token increased 26.8 times, from $29 to $777.26. Essentially, this followed a classic 5-wave model according to Elliott wave theory. The wave 3 accounted for 0.5 of the total growth, while the fourth wave 4 reached the 0.236 mark. Then, from April to August 2024, Bittensor decreased in value by more than 4 times. It is most likely that this was a classic 3-wave correction. Currently, we are witnessing the formation of wave 1 in a higher degree wave 3. In other words, the first 5-wave model represents the first wave, the 3-wave correction represents the second wave, and what has begun now is the start of the third wave. To confirm this, it is necessary to surpass the $777.26 mark. Some may ask why. Because Elliott wave theory always includes multiple scenarios. For example, the correction from April to August could have been wave A. In that case, we are currently in wave B, and there should also be a wave C. However, this scenario is less likely, as a flat correction in the second wave is a less common occurrence compared to a zigzag. If the first scenario is realized, we could see Bittensor soar. The third wave is typically the largest, and often relates to the first wave in a ratio of 1.618 to 1. If this happens, the price at the end of the third wave should reach $1,373, and there will still be a fifth wave to follow. So to summarize all of this, Bittensor now shows a great dynamic. Investors, with Grayscale among them, seem to favor this coin. And technical analysis suggests that the rise may very well continue in the future. And just as a closing thought, if Bittensor grows into the vast AI ecosystem with real-world utility, it will not only help the project to stay afloat, but also provide a lot of room for further growth. And please keep in mind that all I have said does not constitute financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. Okay, time to wrap this up. I am Anna, stay tuned, and do not forget to like, push a notification button, and subscribe. See you next time.